The weight of the world can feel like it's pressing down on you when you're facing foreclosure. The fear, the uncertainty, the feeling like you're drowning in a sea of paperwork and legalese. It's enough to make anyone want to give up. But hold on, breathe, because right here, right now, in this very moment, you are not alone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is the launch day of Foreclosure Chronicles, where we help homeowners that are facing foreclosures with options so that they can make the best decision for their situation or exit the property with dignity. I'm your host, Amy Ellis, and I am here to tell you you may have options. Again, thank you so much for being here on launch day, December 28th, 2023, of this podcast, Foreclosure Chronicles. I know this path all too well, that knot in your stomach that tightens when the phone rings from the mortgage company, the pit in your chest that opens wide with the arrival of that dreaded certified mail from the attorney's office. The fear that whispers in your ear when there's a knock on your door. Is that the sheriff? Is it the end? This is the reality of millions of Americans. The American dream, once a beacon of hope, now feels like a nightmare. Whatever your story, whatever brought you here, know this. You are not defined by your circumstances. You are a homeowner, and you're also a fighter, a survivor, a beacon of resilience in the face of adversity. Foreclosure doesn't have to be the final chapter in your home ownership story. Who's behind Foreclosure Chronicles? Well, your lovely host. That's me, Amy. Like I mentioned earlier, I know this path too well. Excuse me. I've been in this situation during the 2008 era. I know the emotions you're experiencing, and I know how it can take a toll on relationships. However, I cannot do this by myself. Foreclosure Chronicles has a team of survivors of foreclosure, experts in real estate, and advocate for homeowners. We navigated the treacherous waters of foreclosures ourselves, and we've emerged on the other side, a little battered, but far from broken. We've learned the ins and outs of loan modifications, the intricacies of short sales, the options within bankruptcy, and other powerful creative options. We've seen the predatory tactics, the legal loopholes, and the emotional toll this process can take. And we're here to share that knowledge, to empower you with the tools and resources you need to make informed decisions for your future. Now you're probably thinking, why should I listen to Foreclosure Chronicles? Because knowledge is power. And in the face of foreclosure, you need all the power you can muster. We'll equip you with the tools to demystify the legalese and understand your rights, Explore every option from loan modification to strategic exits. Negotiate with lenders and fight for the best possible outcome. Avoid predatory practices and protect yourself from scams. Connect with a supportive community that understands your struggle. And ultimately, emerge from this experience with your dignity and future intact. On this podcast for Foreclosure Chronicles, you'll hear real stories from homeowners who have walked this path before you, their voices echoing in the wisdom of hindsight and the courage of perseverance. You'll hear how they faced their fears, made tough decisions, and ultimately emerged stronger. Their lives rebuilt on the foundation of knowledge and unwavering determination. For example, you may hear stories similar to yours, like a single mom who thought foreclosure meant the end of providing stability for her kids. When the mortgage broker who sold her an exploitative, loan disappeared, she felt utterly alone. But after connecting with a real estate professional, she discovered she qualified for a loan modification. Or another homeowner story that may sound similar to yours, who battled sleepless nights and days choked by anxiety as he wrestled with whether to attempt a short sale or just let the home go. With the guidance of a real estate professional experienced in distressed sales, he negotiated an exit that minimized the credit impact and gave him cash to start over. These are just a few examples that you may be going through, but know that there are options that can help you in your situation. You'll also hear from real estate investors that actually help homeowners in your situation. They will share why you should work with one and how they can actually help. I know you are receiving text messages, calls, postcards, letters saying we can buy your home. But folks, some of them are legit and truly want to help you. And they will be on the show to show you how they can. Like one homeowner who now buys property out of foreclosure, but remembers all too well when his home was foreclosed back in 2010. After rebuilding his credit, he vowed to be part of the solution. There are investors with rehab experience that can pay cash for your home that needs repairs, potentially avoiding foreclosure. These win-win solutions often get overlooked in the stress of foreclosure. Or they get overlooked because you're getting plethora of advertisements, calls, text messages, not knowing if these people are legit. But on Foreclosure Chronicles, again, you will meet those investors that actually help homeowners like yourself. There may be a housing counselor who walk alongside homeowners on the show. A housing counselor can see clients go from desperation to determination as they learn about options they never realized they had. These stories will give you hope and show you that you have an ally in anyone else who has forged in the fire of foreclosure. We will also have a therapist on the show discussing the emotional toll you're experiencing and how to handle that. The therapist can provide guidance on self-care, managing stress, and tapping into hidden reserves of strength. Don't underestimate the mental impact of foreclosure. It takes a toll. Hear how to cope from those with boots on the ground. And trust me, after you hear my story from what happened in 2008, I think now in 2023, I have emotionally gained control. Because you know what I did back in 08? I suppressed it. Never talked about it. Even though I'd been to therapy, but not for that. Never talked about what happened in 08. And now I'm realizing that what happened, and with me not discussing it, has kind of hindered me from moving forward. That's why you need to talk with a counselor. That's why we're having a counselor on our show. So that way you don't have to wait years like I did to realize it's okay. So stay tuned. Again, I have a counselor going to be on here, and hopefully that person will be able to help you navigate through this emotional trauma. Additionally, there will be a short sale expert that's going to share some insight on what to expect if doing a short sale. Short sales can be complex, but also present a strategic exit option if done right. Avoid pitfalls through tips from insiders like my short sale expert. They'll break down the pros and cons of a short sale versus a deed in lieu of foreclosure, how to vet any offer you receive, and the tax implications you need to be aware of. Beyond stories and expert interviews, Foreclosure Chronicles will provide resources and tools as well. There will be a bonus episode. Actually, there will be a bonus episode where you can take advantage of some helpful resources. There's more details to come on how you can take advantage of those bonus episodes. So you must stay tuned and you must continue listening to get those bonus pieces and extra resources. Foreclosure Chronicles is not about sugarcoating the situation. It's about facing reality head on, but with the unwavering belief that you have the strength, the resilience, and the resourcefulness to overcome it. It's about rediscovering your voice, reclaiming your power, and rewriting the narrative of your life. We're here for the homeowners, the ones wrestling with debt, the ones staring down mounting bills, the ones feeling utterly lost in the bureaucratic wilderness. We are Foreclosure Chronicles. Thank you so much for listening and being a part of the launch. This is just the beginning. Together, we'll get through this. You have an army of support behind you. Subscribe to Foreclosure Chronicles wherever you get your podcasts and share your story with us. Remember, every voice matters. Together, we can rewrite the narrative of foreclosures, one homeowner at a time. I believe that anyone who experienced financial hard times deserves a second chance. This means life is not defined by the challenges we encountered, but rather in the resilience we exhibit while confronting them. When second chances are given, it serves as a reminder that mistakes do not define us, but rather teach us a valuable lesson and provide the power to rise above our circumstances. But there's society judging and stereotyping us for not knowing how to manage our money. They think we should have made better financial choices or taken less risk. Wonder if we lived in a society where support is given without judgment when facing financial hardships, where people uplift one another, offering resources and assistance to help those regain financial stability. I'm Amy Ellis, the real estate investment lady. Let us join together in creating a compassionate and supportive society where individuals like us that may have faced or is facing financial struggles are given an opportunity to seize a fresh start. I believe